Third, on the columns right side, you can keep adding the desired filters and then the desired topics in which you want, so that everything was on the same thing. I can compare the first paper and second paper just by looking at this different boxes or the columns. So now this is the key second takeaway. Third takeaway, you can upload papers and then interact with the papers, like you can ask questions, like you can get a summary out of this paper. Fourth takeaway, both the search as well as the summary of the papers can be downloaded in the form of a CSV file, which can be opened in an Excel, and then that can be kept as an offline. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is a part of a series called as AI Tools for Research, and today we are going to see an important AI tool, an AI research assistant, which is called as Elicit. So this Elicit is an AI-based research assistant. So this helps you to organize literature, collect literature, and then read literature more effectively than the classical way of doing it. Even they have did a few experiments with a group of researchers, and then they found they could save around an average of 1.5 hours to 4 hours of a researcher's daily search when you use elicit.com. So it is very simple how to access it. So you go to any search engine and then type Elicit AI or elicit.ai, and then you would be able to see a first link which says that elicit.com. So when you click on the link, it directly goes into the page, and here you can sign in if you already have it, or you can sign up. So the sign up has two options. One is if you have a GitHub account or a Google account, you can do it, or you can manually input an email address, password, and then your name, and then sign it up. So this is pretty straightforward, nothing big deal on it. And then the pricings are, so there are three different categories. So one is like basic, the second is plus, and then the institutional and enterprise customization. So this for the institute and the companies, the price is not fixed. So it depends on what do they need it, and what are the credentials they need it, and how many search they are going to do it. For a plus version, that's for individuals who are ready to speed up their research process. So it is like you'll have to pay $10 per month. So it is billed annually, so $120 per year. It is not pretty costly. It is like nominal. And then, so what are the benefits as compared to the basic, which you do not have to pay anything? The basic comes with a credit system. So previously, I think this Elicit was not using credit system, and recently they have put an upgrade where you can use it for free, and then they'll give a certain amount of credits, which is 5,000 credits. And I think on average, like each search would cost you like 2 credits, and sometime you do an extra analysis on the search, then you would be able to do 3 credits will be used, 5 credits will be used. So this goes on, and 5,000 is not a simple credit that it expires in a couple of days or not. If you could use it wisely, it could stand up for a month, and then you could really do one project review with using this 5,000 credit points. And if you are using a plus version, I think like you will be given 12,000 credits per month. I think this should be really sufficient for it, but I do not know if there is some credits unused, will it be carried over? I'm not any sure of it. And then these are the details. So the one which I used it for is the try version, free version. So let's sign in, and then I use my Google account to sign in. So it's straightforward, signs in, no big deal. And then this shows a few important things rather than the other AI tools. One is like you can separate your notebooks. Let's say like I'm doing a project called as a new project 1. So this project will be separately stored. When I do a new search, it could be a new search or a new notebook. So the term notebook is a very interesting concept where you categorize your things. Maybe today I work on a different topic and tomorrow I work on a different topic. And whenever I do some changes, it doesn't consume credits. So whenever we do some search using it, for example, here it says like find a paper and ask a question, and this will use you 100 to 200 credits on average. So this is what the credits using it. So let's say like this is the project 1. I'm going to give project 1. Let's say this notebook belongs to something called as project 1, and let's use some kind of a question. I'm not getting any question right now. Okay, let's use called as usual drug development for usually cancer or COVID-19 virus. Let's say what does it give you. So now I have used some credit. So on average, it depends on the number of content it search, and then it gives us the result. So once this search result is complete, then the credit would be consumed. Yes. So whenever we search a title or when we do a search, what will happen is it will give you top 8 papers in which it has been done it. So we can also do it. Usually it gives 8, and for the free version they have cut shorted it into 4. So now it has collected 4 different first 4 papers and then gave a summary saying that the development of drugs for COVID-19 has been multi-phased process in which, okay, it has given me some kind of a summary. How does it give the summary? It has took the top 4 papers and then gave me the summary. And what are the top 4 papers? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. These 4 papers has been given. And now these are the title of the papers and these are the authors. These are the publications, the journal in which it has been published, year of publications, citations, and DOE. To go into further about this paper, if I want to read more, I can just click here so that it opens up here. And for all these things, you do not, it doesn't consume your credit. So now I can just give an abstract and then I can read along whatever I have access to the full text. And then I can decide, okay, this is a good paper, this could be kept, or I decide I do not want it and then I can delete it. So when I delete it, what happens is this summary would be changed where I'll have to redo it. So then the summary would change it according to the papers I have collected it. Now it has given me top 8 papers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have deleted 1, so it has the top 7 papers. If I want to load more, I would give load more, and it has loaded more papers. So now this is how it is. So the first column gives you the title and then few basic information about the manuscripts, and then the abstract or the summary. Each papers, the abstract is summarized, not the whole text is summarized, only the abstract is summarized. Now, if I have to add more columns to the right, then what I should do? I need a summary or I need the main findings. I can just give, or I can do my own thing. Let's do something called as like, what are the main findings of each of this paper? Then it is going to create a column which is what are the key findings of this paper. This is very awesome. So it would give you the key findings of each of the paper. Now what I can do, I can not just know the exact so now if we shift right, come to the bottom and then move to your right. Now these are the previously available columns that we can do it. If I want more, I can more, or if I think like just some other thing like for a let's say like limitations. So now there are no column suggestions for limitations. If you could see carefully, there are no column suggestions for limitations. So if we are giving any new column, it would find out the manuscript and then gives us the limitation optional. And then I think this is little to go towards right, it is little difficult. I think they'll have to improve it. Yes, it is going to create a column with limitations. And this also shows you the high accuracy. Like if you want more than 95% accuracy, you will have to turn it on. Mostly it gives results of more than 90% accuracy. So there is no problem in it. Now you could see that I have the article. I have an article, I think I have an article, and then this article title, and then what are the summary, main findings and limitations. I can keep extending it to whatever number of columns I would need it. If not, I can give and add one more step of the same search. Okay, then it gives you a suggestion called as add step. So in this add step, we can ask a new question. Okay, so now my previous question was like drug development for COVID-19 virus. So I am copying the text, come down to add step. I'm going to do a new question, ask a new question and find papers. In this, after 2022, published after 2022, and then it should also include which has let's say like clinical trials, include papers with clinical trials only. So now I can just give it a command saying that it will search for the drug development for COVID-19 virus, which is published after 2022, and it will include papers which has only clinical trials. So now let's test it if it is going to do the same. Yes, you could see this, the papers of this is different. COVID-19 review and proposal, this was in 2020. Okay, now we have shortlisted to 2022. So this is giving me top 8 papers of after 2022 only. So this is how you can interact with the search results. And one more good thing is all these search results can be like you can sort it out differently, or you can filter it. maybe if I wanted to read only the full paper, then I should click something called as full paper. So then if I save it, it will show me articles which has only free access to PDF. So not only that, what are the types of study I wanted? I wanted RCT, I wanted longitudinal, I want meta-analysis, a review that I can do it, or I do not want abstract contains if some keywords, like if the abstract contains only COVID 19, then I should include this SARS, or I think there is a mistake. So if I do not want any keywords for the abstract, then also I just click on save. Then the result is redone, and then you will get a different results. And in these results, every search result has a PDF, and then now you will be able to read this PDF on your own. Suppose if you think you do not want it, then you can delete it and add a different paper on this. So this is one. And the one more key important feature is like you can, okay, we need to have a plus, I mean, you need to subscribe for more. So you can export it as CSV. CSV is nothing but an Excel file. So imagine like once you do it and then you think like, okay, this is a wholesome abstract, or I can also add more papers. And then let's say like I have collected 20-30 papers, and these 20-30 papers on the list now can be extracted into a Excel version. And this Excel version can be used for the literature review for you or your group, or even for the rest of the people or the new joinees also. So this could be a reading material instead of coming back and doing it. And previously I said there is something called as notebooks. So now when we come on top, this notebook, in the project one, there are two kinds of search. One search is one search includes drug development for COVID-19 in 2000 COVID-19 virus. Second search includes drug development for COVID-19 published after 2022 and include papers with clinical trials only. So now this will include. So you can keep adding your command, you can keep adding your preference, not just on the filter, but on the search box only, so that it will include it. So these are the two things. Let's say like I have got few papers, PDFs to do it, and then I can upload a PDF. So now, yes, I can go here. I can extract data from the uploaded paper. So how many credits will take? 100 to 120. This will take 500 to, okay, upload papers. I can select or drop few uploaded papers. Let's say I've got some few papers here. Control A. And these are not related to, let's say like these are not related to COVID-19. These are some random papers. I just uploading it so that you can be familiar with how to upload it, and also you will be knowing about this feature. So it is taking a while to get it uploaded. I think I'll cancel it and do it again. So now we can click here, and then you can select the folder in which you have a paper, and you can also upload multiple paper, not just once. So now I have selected 5 papers and creating an upload. It will upload. Now this PDFs will be an one search result where you can interact with the PDF dynamically, which is active, and then now select the uploaded papers. Now I'm going to select all the papers. Okay, there are 3-4 papers. There are some error, it seems. Okay. Oh, there are already multiple papers. Now I'm going to select all the papers and then come back here. So this is one step, like uploading the paper is one step. Now chat with the paper, it is not there. Okay, previously I had it. Like maybe if I could see this project, I have uploaded some papers here. I have uploaded these are the PDFs I have uploaded, 1, 2, 3. Now I am interacting with the paper. So I just asked chat with the paper, open the option which is chat with the paper. And what are these papers about? It gave me a summary, what are the author and what is the first paper, second paper, and these are the order in which the paper has been uploaded. And I just asked the question, what is the best catalyst among them? And it gives me a suggestion. So what are the takeaways from each of these papers? And let's ask, what are the drawbacks? What are the limitations in the paper? Yes. So now during the uploaded paper, what it would do is it will primarily read only the abstract. Suppose if you wanted to use full paper, then you should click here something called as use full text. Okay, this feature is also not available for free. I think I'll have to do buy some credits. Okay, So now this is the way in which you can do it. So now I have created three notebooks, and going and visiting the notebooks again doesn't going to cost you the credits. So it is like there is a first project one, there is one notebook, there is a notebook on a different topic, and there is a notebook for a different topic. So these are the different notebooks. So the key features in the Elicit are: one, you can create a new notebook, and then notebooks are stored separately in the history. The notebook is not going to delete it. Second, each search gives you a top 8 as well as a top summary of a top 4 papers or summary of top 8 papers, and then it lists top 8 papers. This is the second key feature. And then third, on the columns right side, you can keep adding the desired filters and then the desired topics in which you want, so that everything was on the same thing. I can compare the first paper and second paper just by looking at this different boxes or the columns. So now this is the key second takeaway. Third takeaway, you can upload papers and then interact with the papers, like you can ask questions, like you can get a summary out of this paper. Fourth takeaway, both the search as well as the summary of the papers can be downloaded in the form of a CSV file, which can be opened in an Excel, and then that can be kept as an offline file and then used for the literature review later on. So to be honest, like this is a very good platform. It has little more features as compared to the other sites, but one drawback is like it gives you a very limited credits even though you take premium. I think that those credits are not so bad. It would last you for a month if they give some good credits. I think like instead of just giving you a subscription, they can also allow you to buy credits, so that if I'm not a frequent user, I can buy few credits and then use it. I can keep it until it expires. So this is also one option. And one good thing is for every new person who signs up, they give you some 5,000 credits which you can use it, and I think this would last you for a week or so if you are doing it at the starting. But if you have already started the project and you just wanted to do something, get it updated on literature, I think this 5,000 credits which you get it as a free when you log in will last for more than a month. So I think that's all from me. And this video is not a sponsored video, so I'm just doing it for the informative information, to spread the information. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.